young beau called to see if she'd like to go to see a show, but Miss Kate said no. I'll tell you what you can do. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Katie Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Katie Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys she knew, she made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Katie Casey was baseball mad, had the fever and had it bad. Just to root for the hometown crew, every Sue, Katie Blue. On a Saturday, her young beau called to see if she'd like to go to see a show, but Miss Kate said no. I'll tell you what you can do. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Katie Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Katie Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys she knew, she made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
O-R-I-O-L-E-S. Magic, 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 magic. Orioles magic, Philip happen. Magic, magic.
Greetings, folks, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Baltimore Orioles will begin a 3-game series against the Toronto Blue Jays at Rogers Centre in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher, here in 2-dimensional form. Hope you guys will be able to tolerate that for at least one game here. Folks, easy place to start here tonight, and that is I am so sorry about missing the game yesterday. Really couldn't do it. Really just couldn't do it. Actually, it wasn't about a could, and it was more about a should. spent a whole lot of the time between the game I hurt my back and that game I missed yesterday. Spent a lot of time in between those two games asking myself, can I do this? Can I do this? And then I finally realized I needed to start asking myself, should I do this? And yeah, even if I could, when it came to should, the answer was no. Folks, how am I doing now? Thanks for asking. I'm still suffering, but it's a lot more manageable. But I think it makes sense to be off camera. I'm in a different kind of a chair that's kind of reclined. Not a chair for streaming. I'm a little unkempt. And just, yeah, I just want to relax. I don't want to have to put on my face for the camera. You feel me, folks? So, we'll go with this tonight, and we'll see how it goes for tomorrow. We got an afternoon game tomorrow. But not a full 24-hour turnaround, but, yeah, this is the second time I've had a back issue this season, so the first one I think was actually worse. I'm sitting here now. I can feel it. This kind of sucks, but we're gonna try to do this. By the way, my name is BW, folks. That's short for the BirdWatcher. If you're new, welcome. Normally, it's not a still photo of me looking like I just found Scarlett Johansson on my bed as I walked in the room. That's the kind of look I'm showing on my face there. Yeah. We have, God. Okay. First things first. Get comfortable. There you go. And really not good. All right, let me bring this over here. And right, tonight we have a pitching matchup featuring a couple of young starters. Brandon Young for us, the Orioles. Young is on the mound. Folks, the Orioles are something like 8-1 when Brandon Young pitches. It's been pretty good whenever Young's been on the mound for us. A 3-1 record, a 3.35 ERA, and a 1.37 WHIP. Those are solid numbers, especially for compared with the rest of this rotation. 43 innings now, and he's under a hit per inning, 42. He's got 33 strikeouts to 17 walks. He has given up 5 home run balls. That's about one every 8 innings and change. He's up against Trey Yesavage, who was a rookie last year, although maybe he's still technically a rookie. When did they call him up last year? If he was a late call-up and did most of his damage in the postseason, I think he might still be a rookie. Either way, a young right-hander. Yesavage has a 2-2 record, a 2.19 ERA, a 1.16 WHIP. He's got 39 strikeouts in 37 innings. Just 26 hits given up. He has not given up a home run ball this season. 37 innings from Yesavage, has not given up a single home run ball. But here's the deal, folks. This Orioles offense this season has been pretty good. I know there have been patches of frustration, and we went through a long spell there where when we did score our runs, we had to wait till the final 2 or 3 innings to do it. But lately, we've been scoring. I mean, yesterday, obviously, an easy example to point to, a 6-run first inning. We batted around. But the offense, I think, has been more consistent lately, and I think we're in pretty good shape with the hitting right now. God, it's just hard to concentrate. All right, hold on. This might not work. I'm going to try new position here. Because the one I'm sitting in is going, no, this ain't going to work for 3 hours. Where am I? Yeah, so, my point being is that the Orioles lately have not been needing to rely on a home run to get their offense. This team built a reputation for being home run dependent, even when we were still in that good part of the Elias era. You know, the first half of 2024, I want to say. We were still playing well into that All-Star break, but we were hitting a lot of home runs, and it seems like the team kind of fell into a trap relying on the home run after that second half of 2024 and into last season. But this season, you know, we're getting our home runs here and there, but for the most part, we've had some proper rallies. We've seen a lot more situational hitting, a lot more manufacturing of runs than we've seen here in the past couple of seasons. So I'm just trying to say some positive things about the offense and with the team hitting philosophy. I am starting to see some things that I think are improvements, that I think are, you know, positive steps in the right direction. Here is the lineup for the visiting Orioles tonight. Taylor Ward is in left field, batting first. Gunnar Henderson will hit second at shortstop. Adley Rutschman, the catcher, batting third. Pete Alonso at first base, and your cleanup hitter, Sammy Basayo, bats fifth in DHs. Kobe Mayo at third base. Mayo with a big 3-run double yesterday, and part of that 6-run first inning. Mayo batting now over 200, batting sixth in the order. Colton Cowser in right field hitting seventh. Leody Taveras will bat eighth and play center field. And Jackson Holliday at second base batting ninth. Folks, this is probably my favorite lineup. The only thing I'd probably want in there is not much, really. I mean, right now I'm wanting Cowser to get more playing time. I want to see if he can start to get on a roll. If we had Dylan Beavers around, maybe I want to put him in there for him. But otherwise, Ward, Gunnar, Adley, Alonso, Sammy, you know, those are all set. Mayo is showing signs of, you know, figuring it out. I want him to give it a go over there at third, but I definitely want Blaze ready as a defensive replacement for later. I love the outfield defense we have here with Taveras in center and Cowser in right. And then you got Holliday batting ninth, which should be one of the better number 9 hitters in any lineup with the potential of Jackson Holliday. So I'm digging the lineup tonight, folks. For whatever it's worth, I am digging the lineup. For the home team, Toronto Blue Jays, we just played these guys for 4 games last weekend. Familiar names, couple of guys moved around here. George Springer will lead off in DH. Nathan Lucas in right field will bat second. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Is that Ryan Ripken in the play-by-play booth? Oh, my. Lucas in right field will bat second. Vlad Jr. is the first baseman hitting third. Dalton Varsho in center field is the cleanup hitter. Ernie Clement will bat fifth and play second base. Jesus Sanchez will be in left field hitting sixth. Kazuka Okamoto has been moved down to the 7th spot, despite being the team leader in home runs and RBI. They got him down hitting 7th. Andres Jimenez will bat 8th and play shortstop. And finally, Brandon Valenzuela will do the catching and bat 9th. And there you go. We're at the Rogers Center, formerly known as the Sky Dome. So game time temperature is, I don't know. Is the roof open? Is it closed? I'm sure it's pleasant, whatever the case may be. Home plate umpire tonight is a guy by the name of Nick Lentz. Don't know anything about him, and that's always a good thing. The Orioles have now won, 9 of their last 13 games. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays, they just took the final game against the Braves, but had dropped 4 straight before that. The final 2 against us in Baltimore, and then the first 2 in Atlanta. So Toronto's lost 4 out of 5. We have won 4 out of 5. And because of that, these two teams come in with an identical record of 30 wins and 33 losses, both 8 games behind Tampa, 7.5 behind the Yankees. Folks, let me run over quickly to Rot Kabatko's Twitter feed and see if there's any other news and notes worth mentioning here before first pitch. And folks, if you are watching along, please do your due diligence and get ready to get synced up with me with whatever device you're watching the game on. You're going to want to probably pause your game because you're ahead of me and allow me to catch up so we can get in sync. The best time to do that is the first pitch of the game. Right after that pitch, pause your game, allow me to catch up and call that pitch. If it's put in play, let the play itself out, and then pause, and I will call the entire play. But either way, first pitch, no matter what the result, pause, allow me to catch up, call the play, call the pitch, and then you unpause, and now you're synced up with me. And if we all do this, we're all on the same page. All of us. All of us. Seems to be one person I can't convince to do this, but all of us can do this. All right, folks? Great. Right. Where are you at, Rock? Any news for me? What is going on, Rock? Let's see. Lineup, all-star voting, double-A guy. Nothing really. I think I failed to mention yesterday that there was an acquisition. Kyle Nicholas from the Cincinnati Reds. He's a right-handed pitcher. We got him for cash considerations, and we optioned him straight down the AAA. And we DFA'd Eduardo Nunez. DFA'd him to make room. All right, folks, Taylor Ward is stepping into the batter's box. We are ready for game 1 of this 3-game series north of the border. Blue Jays are wearing their City Connects. It's a black uniform with some red trim and some neon blue in there as well. And the first pitch of the ball game is outside for ball 1. We are underway, folks. Taylor Ward with a couple of big games in a row got the average up to 260. And he hits a ground ball to third base. Okamoto will throw across the diamond in time for the first out of the ball game. We are underway in Toronto, folks. Now then, how do I bring up... I do want to be able to monitor what the stream is looking like. Here is Gunnar Henderson, and the first pitch fastball hits the outside black for strike 1. Gunnar at 217 with 13 homers, 32 driven in. And a check swing foul. And Gunnar is in an 0-2 hole here. And Gunnar strikes out. Yesavage goes low and away, and Gunnar comes up with air here on that swing. 2 down in the inning. That'll bring up Adley Rutschman, folks.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
Rutschman fouls the first pitch behind the plate. 2 down, nobody on, just getting started. Make it 0-2 on Adley. Oh, yeah, I could bring up the game info screen, couldn't I? Boy, this Rogers Center crowd is very loud here in the first inning on an 0-2 pitch to try to get out of the inning. But Yesavage's pitch is in the dirt. It's a ball and 2 strikes. But yeah, very rambunctious crowd here. Bring it over here. That pitch missed, and the count even up at 2-2 on Rutschman. The pitch hit in the air to right center field. That ball is going to be gone. Bye, birdie. Wait, Rutschman's being stopped at second. The announcer said it was gone. I was waiting to hear from them. They're posting home run number 8 on the screen, but the umpires are in a conference. This ball hit deep to just to the right of center field. Adley for now standing on second base. And folks, I got to tell you, with my vantage point, unfortunately, my setup today, I cannot. Okay, that's off the top of the blue line. And that will be a home run. Folks, it's a bit of a delay, but Adley, that's not the first home run that he barely got out this week, but he's done it again, folks. 1-0 Baltimore. Folks, the home run ball, that's the first home run off Yesavage this year.
Oh, oh, it's magic, you know. Oh, it's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
The Orioles strike first. A home run that was initially uncertain off a pitcher that hadn't given up one yet, and yet Adley gets to Yesavage before anybody else has done it. Here's Alonso. He rolls over one foul, third base side. Oh. Pitch off the plate, low and away. 1-1 on Pete. Wow. Already with a. Okay. I'm not even gonna. I gotta do what I said I was gonna do. Just ignore. I'm just gonna ignore from now on. That's it. Just ignore. 2 balls, 1 strike to Alonso. This ball's hit in the air. It's just behind the infield on the first base side. Second baseman Clement makes the catch and the inning is over. But the Orioles get a run here in the top of the first. Give Brandon Young an early lead before he throws a pitch. It's 1-0 Baltimore going into the bottom of the first on a home run by Adley. All right, folks. Let me say hello to the Charm City chat. And I don't know how much interaction I'm going to have with you guys. You're a bit far away for me to read. George is here, Carl, Rob, Chilo, Gary, Derek, John B. Fly by Night is here. PJC has been a Magic member for 4 months and says, I hope you feel better soon. Thank you, PJC. That's very nice of you.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Appreciate it, buddy. Matthew Heimbach is here. Chawa, Ryan, Bobo, PJC again. There's Rising Rhino poking his head in. Let's see. Chilo has been a 21-month member. 21 months for me. Let's get the odometer to 5,000. Yeah, I know. Things have slowed down. It seemed like a slam dunk we'd get there by the end of the road trip. We got a lot of work to do there, folks. And if I'm not on the screen, I don't think that's going to help for new people who find my channel and go, why is there just a still photo of a guy? This is weird. I don't want to be here. Daniel Barry is here. Froggy is here. Alan Piles. Uncommon Truth. Folks, we're ready for the first pitch here in the bottom of the first. Brandon Young's about to start his night. And pitch one hits the bottom outside corner with a sinker for a strike. I'm seeing a lot of repeats. Rodney is here. Be More Dubs. Next pitch. That one missed. It's a ball and a strike. Jim Ruark. Sorry. How you doing, Jim? Charm City Tony. There's a ball hit out to right. Going back, and the ball is going to get down and go all the way to the wall. Cowser will play it in. It's a stand-up leadoff double for George Springer. Edward Cantor is here. Phantom is here. I think I got everybody. Sam Dilworth is here. Oh, well, he may not be here. Matthew Heimbach has just gifted a membership to Sam, and that's why his name popped up. Thank you there, Matthew.
Message for you, son.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Okay, well, now we got work to do here. Leadoff double for the Blue Jays. And first pitch swinging is Lucas, and he fouls it straight behind home plate. 0-1. Lucas hitting .329 on the season. Just the one home run, but his OPS is over 800. And this guy kind of just came out of nowhere last year after spending about a decade in the minors. Here's a curveball that wraps around the zone and just missed the outside edge for ball one. Oh, Young just missed that pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. A little bit high, 2-1. The 2-1 popped up. Is it playable? Adley looks, and no, it's not playable. But it is strike 2 on Lucas. Runner at second, nobody out. The 2-2 pitch to Lucas is hit on the ground. It'll be fielded by Alonso. He'll hit Young covering the bag, but it's a productive out for Toronto. It moves the runner from second to third with only 1 away, and here comes Vladdy. Here comes Vladdy. And how do you handle this? To me, I don't give him anything to hit, not even within 3 inches of the plate, because he's a bad ball hitter and a good ball hitter. Vlad comes in hitting an even 300. You got Dalton Varsho on deck. I know it's a lefty. Give me Varsho all day. I don't want Guerrero to tie up the ball game or more. Well, first pitch sinker gets Vladdy to swing and foul it away. I know Guerrero's power numbers have been down this year, but he's still hitting the ball really hard and hitting for average. 0-1, hit in the air. Center field, backing up Taveras. He's going to have room. He makes the catch in front of the track. Tagging and scoring is Springer. It's a sac fly RBI. And this ball game is tied at 1 here in the first. Bases empty, 2 down for Toronto. All right, Varsho takes ball 1. Next pitch, swing and a miss, chasing a sinker a couple inches outside. Varsho hitting .257 with 5 homers, 17 driven in. So more homers than Guerrero, but in my view, these two are nowhere near each other in terms of threat at the plate. Fouled away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2 is, it misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch hit on the ground to second. Holiday with a nice scoop as he moves to his left, straightens up and throws out Varsho to end the inning. But the Blue Jays do tie it up. A double by Springer, a ground out to get him to third, and a sac fly by Guerrero drives him in. At the end of 1 inning, folks, each team has scored a run. 1-1 after 1. All right. Folks, it's never too early to tell you about tomorrow's Game 2 matchup. It's going to be a 3:07 first pitch. So do yourself a favor and get here at 3 o'clock for that one. The stream will start really at 2:50. That'll give us about 17 minutes to go over the pregame stuff. But if you're not interested in that, if 2:50 is just too weird of a time to remember, get here at 3 o'clock and you won't miss anything. Kyle Bradish will be pitching in that one for us. The Blue Jays still have that game blank. No probable pitcher listed for Toronto for Game 2. Game 3, we know the matchup on Sunday. It's Shane Baz against Kevin Gossman. That should be a dandy. That's a 1:37 first pitch. But this later afternoon game tomorrow, again, be here at 3 o'clock. We'll see Kyle Bradish, and we'll see who the Blue Jays go with. Looks like Chris Bassett, who's not scheduled to pitch in this series. Despite that, coming back to Toronto where he pitched a few years, helped the team win a pennant last year. Got a very nice round of applause between innings. Here's Sammy Basayo, swing and a miss on a slider. Sammy was quiet the first couple of games in Boston, but had an extra base hit in that win yesterday. Takes neck high for ball one. Bob Zelikowski. If I'm butchering your name, sir, I apologize. Bob Zelikowski's just become a Magic member. Here's a ground ball to third by Sammy. And Okamoto will throw him out. One away here in the second. Welcome in, Bob. And please, do yourself a favor. Look into your chat emoji area and take a look at all those brand newly available emojis you got to choose from there. Nice binoculars as well. Here is Kobe Mayo, first pitch inside. Like Bob, right now, you want to give it a try? Put in a jar of mayo in the chat for Kobe Mayo.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
This pitch is a slider for a strike. It's 1-1. You guys got me feeling like giving out some memberships. You know that? Here, go ahead. Enjoy. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kobe Mayo. There you go. Steve Dukes, JG8678, flute player, Quentin Speed, and Stark Baking Vanilla. You're welcome. Now you're Magic members. Ground ball to third. That's a fair ball. Okamoto with a long throw across the diamond on a bounce. It beats the runner. Mayo for out number 2. A bang play, and what a defensive play by Okamoto. Probably the one thing that helped get this bang play in Toronto's favor is that artificial turf. As the bounce to Okamoto got there maybe a little bit quicker than it would have on a natural surface. Base is empty, 2 down for Colton Cowser, folks. This pitch is low. Folks, if you want to become a Magic member, it's easy. There's a join button just below your screen. There is one catch. You're going to have to pony up what amounts to about 17 cents per ball game to support the channel and be a Magic member. 17 cents? I know, folks. That's almost 2 cents an inning. That is almost 2 cents an inning. That's what it's going to take. But if you got it in you, become a Magic member, folks. Here's a ball hit up the middle, but playing near the second base bag is the shortstop. And Cowser will be retired on a 3-0 pitch. Inning over for the Orioles. Bottom of the second coming up. We're tied at 1. We've got another Magic member. Folks, let's all become Magic members. Gibney Legunion. Gibney Legunion. If it rhymes with onion, then I said it right. Welcome in, Gibney. Folks, Magic members.
Message for you, son.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Now, this is strange. Folks, just like baseball itself, this channel, every night, you might see something a little different, something you've never seen before. And something I've never seen before are more memberships going than subscriptions. That's crazy. But so far, that's the case. Hey, folks, we're 1 like from 80. We're 21 from 100. We got 177 people here. I think we can get to 100 likes. I haven't brought it up yet tonight. I will bring it up again, though. But yeah, if you got a minute here, we wait for the next inning to start. Hit that thumbs up. Let's get it to 100. We got the people here to do it. Yeah, we just got to 80. Let's keep on trucking. Keep on trucking, folks. Get your one tiny obligation out of the way. Gibney was sub number 1,200 in that ballpark. That's solid, Gibney. That's solid. That's season 1. Probably about 2 months into season 1. Ernie Clement's going to lead off and foul the first pitch back from Young. Clement with a solid .308 batting average, 5 homers, 22 driven in. That pitch is low and away, a ball and a strike. I think Clement is sort of Toronto's Westberg, if I had to draw a comp. Only difference is Clement appears to be able to stay healthy every year. That pitch is away, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. 95-mile-an-hour fastball. George thinks. He's number 727. Two. Hit in the air. Center field. Taveras has room. Backing up a couple of steps, but still a good probably 20 feet in front of the track. Makes the catch. And there's your first out. Jesus Sanchez coming up. Jesus hitting 280 something. 279. Okay, never mind. Pops up the first pitch. And Holiday going out. Now it's going to be Cowser coming in from behind to make a basket catch. Jackson Holiday, what are you doing, dude? All you did on that play was just stand there in the way of somebody else. Cowser bails out Holiday for the second out. There is a called strike to Okamoto with 2 down, nobody on. He's hitting .225. He's got 13 homers and 35 driven in. Rob, if you want to become a Magic member, there's a button that says join right below the screen, Rob. Join, be a member. What is it, $3.99 a month? Pitch low and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, the free memberships, those are always randomly given out. There's no way to personalize it that I have found. That's something YouTube should be able to let you do. You can do that on Twitch. Here's a line drive, base hit in the left field for Okamoto. A 2-out single. So a runner at first base with 2 down. And the next batter is Andres Jimenez. Left-handed hitter Jimenez. First pitch to him is up and in, and he fouls it away. He's batting .211. 6 home runs, 28 RBI. I mean, he's got more homers than Vlad. Oh, 1 inside. Two down, runner at first. 1-1 ball game. The 1-1 pitch is lined into right center field past Holiday's glove. Cowser will pick it up, going first to third. The lead runner there, Okamoto. So now runners at the corners for Toronto in this tie game. There are 2 down. And if you can just retire the number 9 batter right here, then no harm, no foul. But unlike most teams, we don't exactly make it a piece of cake when it comes to facing the number 9 hitter. First pitch curveball and a beauty from Brandon Young to get ahead. Strike 1 on Valenzuela, the Blue Jay catcher, batting .231, 5 homers, 11 RBI. Thirtieth pitch of the night. There goes the runner. Throw down to second base is on the money. Oh my! Another seed thrown by Adley Rutschman. He is in a zone right now. Do not run on Adley. An absolute strike. All Gunnar had to do was continue his natural motion with his glove to apply the tag, and this inning is over. Over, I tell you. The Blue Jays run themselves out of the inning. We go to the third. We're tied at 1. Folks. Something magic happens. Hey, folks, this is the commercial break where we're going to hit 100 likes. Why? Because we're only 5 away, and we've got a couple of minutes until more action. It's the perfect time. 4 more to go. We got over 200 people here. How you doing, over 200 people? 2 to go. Comfort? You're going to talk to me right now about comfort? Oh,
Thank God I'm a country boy.
Let me tell you about comfort. I'm about as comfortable as a guy with constipated, and I'm sitting on a toilet made out of a cactus. That's how comfortable I am right now. That's how comfortable I am. Folks, I don't know where I was going with that. We are in Toronto. Here we go. It is the top of the third. Leody Taveras will lead it off. Switch hitter batting from the left side. And the first pitch, Yesavage hits the corner on the knees. Strike 1. Couple of homers, 23 driven in for Taveras. He's been doing a little bit of everything. Laying down bunts a lot lately as well. Some for hits, some to move guys up. Oh, I tell you what, the general noise in this ballpark, it's just nonstop crowd noise. I don't know if they've just got like the ambient microphone that picks up crowd noise just cranked up extra loud or what. Okay, it got a little quieter here. It's 2-1 on Taveras. And a foul ball off to the left makes it 2-2. Ah, that's right, folks. If you want the best furniture around, if you want a deal on furniture that's so good, you want to go to Sofa King because the deals there are Sofa King good. 2-2 pitch. That's lined right to second base. Clement makes the catch. Taveras is retired, 1 down. Jackson Holiday. Swing and a foul. Holiday batting .231. Hopefully he's going to get into a zone here. He's kind of late joining the team, but it's been, what, about 10 days to 2 weeks he's been back? This pitch is very high, 1 ball, 1 strike. So hopefully he's getting comfortable. He's already had a couple of home runs. Let's start spraying that ball all over the place. 1-1 pitch. That's a splitter for a strike. Listen to this crowd. My goodness. One ball, 2 strikes, and that bounces in there for ball 2. One out, nobody on. Top of the third, we're tied at 1. The pitch, swing and a miss on a splitter, and Holiday strikes out. 2 away. Pretty filthy from Yesavage. That started in on the armpit of Holiday, broke down and away. Back to the top of the order, it's Taylor Ward. Swing and a miss. Yesavage looks to be in a pretty good zone right now. This looks like the Yesavage that was turning heads late last season. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. My goodness. We might have to make that 1 run count for a lot here and keep these Blue Jays off the board until we get past Yesavage. My goodness. 0-2 pitch. On the outside edge, strike 3. He absolutely painted a slider. Ugh, what can you do with that pitch? Even if you did swing at it. Strikeout of Ward and Trey Yesavage, folks. If he keeps looking like he did in that inning, we're not going to be scoring anytime soon. If Yesavage continues to look like he did in that inning, we are not scoring again until he's out of the ball game. Bottom of the third coming up, 1-1 game. Hey, it's Hank, folks. What in the hell? Jesus, Bobby. Hey, Hank. How are those propane gas and accessories sales doing? Folks, top of the Blue Jay order will be due up in the bottom of the third. Damn it, Bobby. Peggy, I told you I have a narrow urethra. I look Riz-tastic. Folks, I put a lot of effort into my Riz. The whole thing is that you want the Riz to look effortless. But I'm going to let you in on a little secret. A lot of work. A lot of work done on my Riz. What are you stockpiling over there? 410A? Is that some kind of propane model? I don't know what that is. I have to admit, I don't know much about propane gas. We're underway, bottom of the third. First pitch fouled off by Valenzuela, who was at the plate when Rutschman threw out that would-be base runner. Trying to steal second. Here's a ground ball to second base. Holiday will field it and throw out the Blue Jay catcher. One away in the bottom of the third. That boy ain't right. The batter. Did I say Springer was up again? I don't know what I said. I don't know where I am. This is George Springer. He led off the first with a double, that's right, and scored Toronto's only run. It's ball 1-2 Springer. Next pitch. Called a strike. Looked to be an inch outside. We get the call. Ones are wild. 1 out. 1-1 game with a 1-1 count. And that pitch just missed inside. 1-2-1. Folks, we got to get that sub count to 4950 tonight at least. Come on. Subscribe. Here's a hard hit ball. Diving stop by Mayo. He throws one into the ground toward first. No chance. This seems to be a habit of Mayo. He has the ability to make a flashy stop of a hard hit ball at third. But when it comes to getting up and throwing a good ball to first, that's where things seem to go sideways. Alonso does a good job of making this ball not go down the right field line or into the camera well or wherever the hell it might have gone. So it's a infield hit with one down for Springer, and now the batter is Nathan Lucas. He takes strike one. Am I watching Master of the Universe in theaters? I don't think so. I don't have any interest. Here's a ball hit to Alonso, and he'll throw to second to get the force play there, and that's the only play the Orioles have. And I tell you what, Alonso does this just about as well as any first baseman I can remember, which is getting a runner going first to second on a ball hit where you got to worry about that throwing lane. It's very easy to hit a runner in the back or have that runner kind of make you throw offline. But we got that second out on a fielder's choice, and first pitch swinging, Guerrero pops it up. Gunner into the outfield, makes the catch, and Guerrero gone on one pitch. That's how you do that. This inning is over. 4 hits for the Blue Jays through 3. At the end of 3, it's a 1-1 tie. Hank has a speculative script in for review at Paramount Plus for Captain Chesapeake. What are we talking about here, Hank? Are we talking a conventional biopic? Are we talking about using Captain Chesapeake as just an inspiration for a more fictionalized story? Are we going to go completely on an acid trip like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, only with Captain Chesapeake? I'd like that idea. That sounds like a good idea. But yeah, folks, I'll go back to the 80s canon movie if I want my He-Man. You got Courtney Cox, for crying out loud. You got Billy Barty playing the little small creature thing. You got Dolph Lundgren. You got what's that actor's name that played Skeletor? But he's a good actor. Frank Langella. Yeah, Frank Langella as Skeletor. Give me my 80s He-Man. It's basically going to be that Tom Hanks movie, except all that washes up on shore are old Three Stooges episodes. Gomer Pyle and the Flintstones. Well, what do you watch it on? Wait, we're stranded on a deserted island with videotapes washing up and nothing to play them on? Henderson hits a ball to left field. Backing up on it. Is that Sanchez? He makes the catch. Gunner's gone quickly. What was it? A 3-pitch strikeout first time up, and now a 1-pitch out for a fly ball. Come on, Gunner. Here comes Adley, folks. He's got the only run of the night for us. A ball that just got out of here to right center field. Was that his 8th home run of the season? Just to be fair, I like the 80s one, but it is cheesy. It's one of the last movies made by the Canon Studios. And it's one of the movies that kind of led to them going out of business. They put a lot of what was for them a pretty big budget into that He-Man movie. Here's a 1-1 Rutschman. It's low. And Kanu with a super chat, folks.
Message for you, son.
Nice to have you back. I see what you did there. You had to use the word back, didn't you? Here's the 2-1. Fouled away. Nice to have you back, boss. We missed you. Oh, it's only been 1 day gone. I missed being here, though. I did tune in to check out the game, but I was mostly half asleep. But seeing the Orioles put up those 6 runs, bat around in the first inning, it just let me know that it's going to be okay. BW can afford to take this one off. The Orioles have got this. And the hat did his job. It's set right here on this very microphone I'm speaking into right now during the game. Trying to just send that energy any way that I can. 2-2 is outside. Full count to Rutschman. First bugle of the day, folks. Where is it? Those rumors about trading Adley are absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense, I tell you, especially if you're talking about the Yankees or anybody else inside our own division. Rutschman apparently got a piece of this. It's still 3-2, but on the replay, it didn't look like Rutschman made contact. We might have a free swing here. And we just turned what should have probably been an out into a walk. That is ball 4 to Adley.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
I didn't see him make contact on that swing previous pitch. They called it a foul ball. Adley got another pitch. He got ball 4. 1 on, 1 out for Alonso. And he takes low for ball 1. All right, BW's calling a shot. Alonso's about to go yard. How about that?
A polar bear stirs.
Alonso's going yard. BW doth decree. That's a called strike, and we should challenge it, but we don't. It was outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. We've got an Oriole fan in one of the hotel rooms here at Rogers Center. They're in the high reaches of the outfield. That's strike 2 to Alonso. Come on, buddy.
A polar bear stirs.
There's that Orioles hotel room. 1-2 pitch. Low. 2-2 the count. I once got busy in a Blue Jay hotel room. The 2-2. Low and in. Full count. And BW wants to remind you he has called Alonso shot. You guys ready? You guys ready for a long ball? Watch the magic unfold. The 3-2 pitch swung on and popped up. Shallow right center. And Varsho's got it. All right, Alonso was only 230 feet shy of that home run. It was close. 2 down. Here comes Sammy. Maybe I'm 1 batter off.
Sammy.
Maybe I'm just 1 batter off.
Sammy.
Well, Earl Weaver's been ejected from 2 games in a doubleheader, and it's happened more than once. This pitch is swung on and missed by Sammy on a ball in the dirt. Here's the 0-1. The pitch popped up and out of play. Yeah, there have been doubleheaders where Earl went out there for the second game to turn in the lineup card, was chirping at the ump about something that happened in the first game that got thrown out and was thrown out before game 2 even started. That was Earl. 0-2 pitch, hit on the ground to second. It's scooped up by Clement. He throws out Basayo and the inning is over. The Orioles get a runner, but they don't score. It's their first man left on base. Bottom of the 4th coming up. 1-1 tie. Taking a look around the league. Oh my, I'm just now realizing in this very moment, folks, that the Red Sox and Yankees are playing head-to-head this weekend. How about them apples? How about them apples? So it is 1-0 New York. That's in the bottom of the 2nd inning. That leaves only one other division team, and that's Tampa, and they are playing in their interleague rival series. The other Florida team, Miami. Tampa and Miami playing. Tampa already up 3-0 after an inning and a half. Let's see. The Phillies have a 3-2 lead on the White Sox in the bottom of the 2nd. Bottom 3, Mariners 1, Tigers 0. Atlanta and Pittsburgh are scoreless, but Atlanta have 2 on in the bottom of the 1st. There was a final earlier today. My God, is that score right? The Giants beat the Cubbies 18-3. The 49ers beat the Bears 18-3 earlier today. Coming up in about 10 minutes, the Athletics and the Astros will be going at it. Reds and Cardinals. Guardians and Rangers. Royals and Twins. Those are all about 7:10, 7:15, or 8:10, 8:15, I guess, your time. Brewers and Rockies will be later. Mets out in San Diego. Nationals out in Arizona. And the Battle of L.A. Dodgers and Angels coming up tonight. That's the last game to get started. Folks, we're back underway in the bottom of the fourth, and the first pitch is a curveball for a strike. From Brandon Young to, who is this up? Pinango. Why is Pinango hitting right now? Yohendrick Pinango is batting in the cleanup spot right now for Dalton Varsho, and you have to think Varsho has an injury of some sort. I'm trying to think of a play that was made in center field in the last inning. I do remember Varsho being involved in a play for an out, but I don't remember it being something that looked like it might have, caused an injury of some sort. 1-2 popped up, third base side, Mayo in foul ground. He's on the warning track there, makes the catch near the stands for out number one. Well, Varsho is out of the game. Pinango pops out in foul ground in his first at bat. That's in that cleanup spot, the order. Here's Ernie Clement. And that's a first pitch strike to Ernie. Foul tipped at the plate. It's a no ball, 2-strike count. Swing and a miss, and Clement down on strikes.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
That's the first strikeout of the night for Young. Jesus Sanchez at the plate. Bases empty, 2 down. The first pitch is inside, ball 1. Hit on the ground, and nice stop by Holiday as the momentum takes him into the outfield grass. He'll spin around and throw out Sanchez to end the inning. Blue Jays go 1-2-3. We go to the 5th inning tied at 1. Two teams with the same record in the same division, sitting on the same score. Who's going to win this one, folks? I don't know. But I'm going to try to get up and do a little bit of stretching. I'm due to do that. Back in a minute.
He met a strange friend in the Chesapeake Bay when Mondi the monster...
Bacon! Bacon! Where's the bacon? I smell bacon. 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 Gotta be bacon. Only one thing smells like bacon. That's bacon. Bacon, 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 bacon. There! From that bag. What's it say? I can't read. Please, please, give me what's in the bag. Chewy, yummy, smoky bacon.
There you go.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. No, 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 no. It's bacon!
No, it's Bacon Strips, brand dog snack from Purina. Bacon Strips. Dogs don't know it's not bacon.
It's bacon!
Boy, Harry, you're full of energy. You look great. I hate to tell you how I feel. I
I've had that bad back myself.
Also, with this cold, it just seems like it's settled in there.
That's age, friend.
I don't care what it is. It feels awful.
You smell like a drugstore.
That's right. I am a drugstore.
You're not a hypochondriac, are you?
What does that mean? Oversexed?
Top of the fifth, and Mayo at the plate looks at a pitch up and in for ball one. Folks, get it all on there. Just spread it out.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
This one's popped up on the first base side, foul ground. Guerrero is going to make a bobbling catch as he crashes into the screen. What a play by Guerrero to hang on, running full speed into foul ground toward the stands. Reached out, kind of snow cone, popped right out of the glove, but his bare hand, he reacted and caught it with the bare hand up against the screen. Tell you, for a big guy, he knows how to make some agile plays out there. One down for Colton Cowser. I'm tapping my mic somehow. I don't know what I'm doing, Hank. It's 0-2 on Cowser. That pitch is low. Here's one low again in the dirt. A splitter from Yesavage makes it 2 balls and 2 strikes on Cowser. Hank, something just happened for the first time, what, a minute ago? And now you want me to go out and buy some equipment? Can we just see if it was maybe an aberration? Here's a fly ball to left. Cowser flies out, 2 down. My God, some noise was made for a brief moment. And now I got to go buy some equipment? What happened? All I did was just kind of adjust where I was sitting. Again, I'm in an unusual setup today. Here's a ground ball to first base by Taveras. Guerrero will field, flip it to the pitcher covering, and that will end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Yes, what? Does it sound okay right now? Is anybody else reporting any issue with the way things sound right now? Inning over. We go to the bottom of the 5th, tied at 1. Well, why would you do that, Hank? Anyway, I'll be back. Bottom of the fifth, it is Okamoto at the plate. First pitch is outside for ball one. That sounds like a you problem and not a me problem, Hank. 2-0 on Okamoto. There's a strike, 2-1. There's a strike, 2-2 on the Blue Jay leadoff man here in the bottom of the fifth. Ground ball up the middle and through second and short for a base hit. A leadoff single for Toronto in this tie ball game. Young needs to work around a leadoff single. Andres Jimenez, first pitch is popped up, third base side. Mayo with a look, but it's past the dugout into the crowd. Jimenez is 1 for 1. The 0-1 pitch. Is fouled back again. 2 strikes on Jimenez. Swing and a miss on a slider that dropped below the zone. Nice strikeout there for Young.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Just a second strikeout. 1 out in the fifth. Here's Valenzuela, second time up. 0 for 1. And first pitch swinging pops it up. Rutschman with a look, but it's out of play behind the plate. Anybody hearing any weird noises that is screwing up their house and feel the need for me to run out and buy some extra equipment? Or is everybody else doing okay? Okay, great. Swung on and either missed or foul tipped. Either way, it's 0-2 on Valenzuela. Oh and 2. The pitch. Low and in, and a throw down to first. Runner back. That ball nearly hit the foot of the batter. Two and 2 now. That pitch up and away. Ball hit out to right field and deep. That ball is going to go. A number 9 batter kills us again. Another number 9 batter kills us again. A 2-run homer by Valenzuela makes it 3-1 Toronto. Well, as long as you blame somebody, right, Chilo? As long as you blame somebody, then you're doing your due diligence, right? Heaven forbid an opposing team score without blaming something. 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed by Springer. It's 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. 3-1 Blue Jays. I mean, Chilo, I sit here when I see something like that happen, I'm sitting here waiting for your comment. I know it's coming. That's how predictable it is. So if you think you're saying something insightful or something that none of us can possibly figure out on our own, or no, the answer is no, none of it. No. 0-2 on Springer. This ball's fouled away. We'll do it again. Here's a ball hit in the air. Foul ground. Alonso on the first base side has got it. Wait, what happened? What happened? Or is this a chopper? Or is it catcher interference? Oh, catcher's interference, I guess. Yeah, Springer pointing back at Rutschman right after the swing. So despite the out, it's not an out, as Springer is given first base on catcher's interference. 1 out, runner at first. Here's Lucas. He looks at a strike. Fouled back, 0-2. Another foul ball, still 0-2 on Lucas. Brandon Young is still out there. He's about to throw his 70th pitch of the night. There is some stirring in the Oriole bullpen, but nobody actively throwing. That's a called strike 3 on a sinker. Low and away. Borderline pitch. We get the call, 2 down.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Called strike to Guerrero. Guerrero 0 for 1. Popped out his last time, hit a sac fly his first time. And he fouls the 0-1 away. 2 strikes, 2 out. Ball hit hard, but a diving stop by Gunnar. He throws to first, and where's Vlad? Where's Guerrero? Guerrero never went to first. He just stood at home plate? Why? Gunnar made an amazing diving stop on a hard hit ball, as Guerrero often does. Got up and threw and had forever. Guerrero nowhere in sight. And that's the final out of the inning. However, damage done here. A pair of runs on a 2-run homer by the number 9 batter. Oh, it was caught on the line? Okay. I thought it was a one-hopper. I'm sorry. Well, that would make sense. But he did throw to first, right? Didn't he throw to first? Maybe that's what got me confused. Either way, the inning is over, folks. We go now to the 6th. Orioles are down by 2, 3-1 Toronto. All right, that makes sense. Sixth inning underway, and it's a first pitch strike to Jackson Holiday. Yesavage follows up with a heater outside. The count 1-1. Yesavage now on 66 pitches. That's hit out to left center, and it's going to get down and split the outfielders for extra bases. Holiday is going to settle for a double, as well he should, with nobody out. We need to get a rally started, not get aggressive and risk an extra base for an out. Nice piece of hitting here by Holiday going the other way. Splash it up, folks. That's a leadoff double.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
Top of the order, Taylor Ward fouls off the first pitch.
Taylor?
Breaking ball stays up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled at the plate. Got a piece of the catcher, Valenzuela, who's going to probably take a minute to shake it off. All right, 1-2 the count. Runner at second, nobody out, down by 2. The pitch. Breaking ball again, a splitter actually. That was left high. It's 2-2 on Ward, folks. And a pop-up out of play, still 2-2. Oh, Ward chased a bad one. It would have been ball 3. He strikes out, 1 down. It's up to Gunnar Henderson. Well, I say up to. There's only 1 out in the inning. But we need Gunnar to come in through here, and we need him to come through. He's 0 for 2 tonight, and he looks at strike 1. Next pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. Man, oh man, Gunnar has struck out on 3 pitches his first at-bat. Made a 1-pitch fly ball out in his second at-bat. Now behind 0-2 here. And that pitch is outside. So that's the first ball Gunnar has seen tonight. One and 2. The pitch. Again outside on a heater. 2-2. Come on, Gunnar. Get back in it. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. That is fouled away. Two again, and another foul ball. We keep going. Six pitches in the AB so far. The 2-2 count on Gunnar. In the dirt. We got a full count. Come on, Charm City. Two times. The pitch is high for ball 4. Not close. Gunnar, take your base. The Orioles have the tying runs on with 1 out.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
And now, coming up, the only batter to get to Yesavage tonight, Adley Rutschman, a solo home run, his first time up. Toronto is on the bullpen phone. Now's the time, Adley.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
First pitch to Adley. Outside black, strike 1. I've never heard a crowd just be this generally noisy from start to finish in a ball game. This crowd won't shut up. 0-1. Rutschman hits it into center field. Left center. That ball is going to get down for a base hit. Holiday will score. And here comes Gunnar at the plate. A play. He's safe. Gunnar is safe. The Orioles have tied it up. Rutschman with a 2-run double. And Holiday and Gunnar were flying around the bases. Folks, it's 3-3. Folks.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
Pitch in the dirt to Alonso. Folks.
A polar bear stirs.
Gunnar was, oh, look out. Gunnar was ecstatic about scoring that tying run. 1-0 inside. Yesavage has run into some problems. Two and 0 with the go-ahead run at second base, and that is called a late strike call. Slider low and away. I'd like to get another look at that one. 2-1 on Alonso. There's a lefty up in the Blue Jay pen, Adam Macko. And that's a called strike two. Back-to-back sliders on the outside edge to Alonso. We are tied at 3 now in the top of the 6th. Jeremiah Jackson is on deck to pinch hit. It would be for Basayo. As Alonso strikes out, 2 down in the inning. So are they going to bring in a lefty to face Basayo? And do we counter by bringing in a pinch hitter, Jeremiah? Is that the gears that are turning here? Well, here comes the pitching coach for Toronto. Jeremiah's been announced already. Why? Why isn't Sammy getting an opportunity to hit here? He's been DHing tonight. What the hell could be wrong with him? Oh, folks. I don't know what's going on, but Jeremiah is up to pinch hit.
Jeremiah was the bullfrog.
I think something might be wrong with Sammy. Here's a ball. Base hit! Base hit into center field. Send that go-ahead runner home. The Orioles have taken the lead. It's 4-3. Folks.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride.
So who do we blame this one on, Chilo?
You believe in magic.
As Mayo fouls back the first pitch. Who do we blame? Who do we blame right now? Who should we be blaming? Here's a ball thrown over to first. Jeremiah's back. I know somebody in the chat I'd like to blame. But I'm going to refrain. I'm going to show what it's like to refrain. And maybe somebody can learn what it's like to refrain. Yeah, it's all fun, right, Chilo? Here's a fly ball to left. That's deep. That ball is gone. Bye-bye, birdie. Kobe Mayo launches one to left. A moonshot. A 2-run bomb. The Orioles lead it 6-3. And no, Chilo, you don't get to enjoy it. You don't. No, don't open up the sandwich. No, none of it's for you. None of it is for you. None of it. None of it is for you. You blamed this offense, remember? You were blaming them? Do you not remember blaming them? No, you don't get to open up the sandwich, Chilo. No, you don't. You don't get to. Everybody else can. Everybody else can, sure. Not Chilo. Folks, there's a pitching change. 2 down in the 6th. The Orioles lead at 6-3. No thanks to Chilo. I'll be back.
He met a strange friend in the Chesapeake Bay when
No, you don't get to be a part of the celebrating from coming from behind. No. You get to have one role or the other, Chilo. If you want to keep the role of eternal pessimist and have some just shitty thing to say every time the opposing team scores, rush to blame something, then no. You don't get to celebrate when we come back because you blamed the offense. Do you remember blaming the offense? Do you remember blaming something? So it's your choice, dude. You can continue to blame shit and make everybody's morale go down every time you got something to say. Or you could shut your trap and then celebrate with the rest of us when we do come back. The choice is yours. I don't care what George said, Chilo. I'm talking to you. Don't look for help on this. I've talked to you about this how many times? I'm done with it. I'm done. You got me? I'm done. Adam Mack goes in the pitch. Cows are at the plate. First pitch is a strike. You got a bad habit, dude. Just admit it. You have a very bad, toxic habit that you can't stop yourself from doing. And I've asked you so many times. And how am I supposed to do it nicely when it's time number 77 that I'm asking? It's kind of hard to do. 2 down, nobody on for Colton Cowser. 1-2 the count. The pitch is in the dirt. It's 2-2. I'm fed up, dude. So you got an option. What do you want to do? Here's a ball hit out to left. Looks playable. Sanchez has it. The inning is over. The Orioles, with a huge inning here in the 6th to take the lead. A 5 spot. Rutschman with a 2-run double. Jeremiah with an RBI single. And Mayo a 2-run homer at the end of 5.5. The Orioles lead it 6-3.
he met a strange friend in the Chesapeake Bay when Monday
I think the lesson is when there's half a game left to be played, maybe don't rush to blame anything. Maybe just go, damn, all right, well, we need to come back. I think Phantom put it a different way. Our batters need to pick up young here. Do you see how that's different than just saying blame? Whatever, I'm done. I'm done talking about it for the sake of everybody else watching. I apologize. I've gone on too long about it. I'll shut up now. Let's go win this ball game. 6-3 Orioles going into the bottom of the sixth. They're reporting right abdominal discomfort for Samuel Basallo. But with Sammy, we don't know how severe it might be because Sammy has shown pretty early in this career that if he's got an issue, it tends to be not as bad as initially feared, but that doesn't mean it can't still be a problem. We'll have to wait and see, but that's the issue, an abdominal issue for Basallo, and that's why he was pinch hit for. All right, the count is 2-1 right now on Pinango. Brandon Young still on the mound. The pitch is hit in the air to right, and that ball will be caught shallow by Cowser, 1 down. How's the crowd sound? They're still making noise. I feel like something's going on here that's not like there's some kind of promotional thing, some kind of, I don't know what it is. Like maybe if the crowd keeps the noise at a certain decibel level the entire game, they all get a free voucher for a free pizza or something. That's what I'm gathering. I don't know why they're so noisy, but they are. This pitch is high to Clement. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the sixth. Clement with a count of a ball and a strike. And the 1-1 is hit out to left. It's high and deep, but it's well foul. Strike 2 on Clement. If Young can get 2 more outs, he'll qualify for a quality start. Check swing. It looks like he went. They appeal, and the ump says he did not. Much to the chagrin of your humble announcer, it's 2-2. Albie appears to be barking about that call, and I think he's got a case. That looks like a swing to me on the replay. Another check swing. Did he go this time? Yes, he did. Fool me once, shame on the ump. Fool me twice, shame on Clement. He can't believe it. He's like, dude, I just did that the previous pitch. Now I'm out? Folks, I just saw a replay of the second check swing. That was not a swing, but the 2 calls even themselves out, I guess. 2 down, nobody on. And Jesus Sanchez looks at a strike. Sanchez 0 for 2. Here's a ball hit out to right and pretty well. That ball's going to get down for extra bases, I think. Cowser's firing it into second base, and he's going to beat Sanchez by a mile. Colton Cowser throws a cannon, and that is how you play corner outfield. That's how it's done. Cowser plays the hop off the wall and fires a seed to second. Look at that throw. He beat Sanchez by a mile. And this inning is over. We go to the 7th. It's the Orioles 6, the Blue Jays 3. That is how you play the outfield. Colton Cowser, folks. Late innings are coming up, starting now. Oh, it's so nice to see some positivity in the chat. Well, I appreciate it. My mood is getting better. All right, let me refresh this page and see what the out-of-town scores are looking like. Keep taking my glasses off and on every 5 seconds. Whoa, we got a doozy in Philly. White Sox in Philadelphia tied at 6 in the bottom of the 7th. Detroit up 3-2 on the Mariners, and they're threatening for more with the bases loaded, 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Red Sox ahead of the Yankees 5-3. Come on, Boston, hold that lead. And Tampa have a 5-0 lead on Miami. That's in the 7th inning, as well as the Boston game. Both are top of the 7th. Bottom 5, Braves have a 6-3 lead on the Pirates. Houston up 3-0 on the A's. And that's all you're going to get for now because we're back underway. Pitch 1 is outside to Leody Taveras.
Oh, come on, let's dance.
Off the plate again, it's 2-0 to Taveras. He's 0 for 2 tonight. A line out and a ground out. Swing and a miss. He swung at ball 3. Not sure what he was thinking. He got there on 2-0, but and what happened here? What just happened? I guess we got a timeout called before the pitch was delivered. It's still a 2-1 count on Taveras. Here comes the pitch, and that's inside. Three and 1 the count. The pitch, swing and a miss, full count. Foul tip, actually, by Taveras. Hey, folks, if you thought that photo of me was frightening, what if I made it a little larger? Ah! All right, never mind. That's ball 4, folks. How about a leadoff walk for Taveras? Take your base.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Jackson Holiday takes low for ball 1. Holiday with a base hit his last time up. He went opposite field. There's a righty up. Seabold in the Blue Jay pen. The 1-0 inside. I think Toronto would want to keep the lefty Mako out there to get Holiday, work around Ward, or try to get him out, but then get Gunnar and then go to a righty after Gunnar. That's a called strike, and that's borderline. The Orioles have not challenged a pitch tonight. That would have been one worth challenging. Would have been ball 3. It's 2-1. The pitch. That's called a strike, and now it's 2-2. It should be 3-1. And here comes that noise here at Rogers Center. Two and 2 to Holiday. Mako holding the ball a while. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider low and away. Baseball hit. Baseball. Couldn't have said it better myself. Here's Taylor Ward. And a curveball for a strike. So, yeah, if Mako's going to face the righty Ward, they're going to leave him in there for Gunnar. And then that should be it for Mako. Ward is 0 for 3. He struck out twice. Off the plate outside, 1-1 the count. Tonight is Pride Night for the Blue Jays. All right. So that explains the noise. I didn't know those went hand in hand. There's a strike. A fastball right in there. 1-2 on Ward. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball stays up and away. 2-2. How about a bugle, folks? The 2-2 pitch. Hit on the ground, foul. Let's do it again. Big crowd at the Rogers Center. Noisy crowd. Baltimore have a 6-3 lead. They scored 5 runs in the previous inning to take that lead. 2-2 on Ward with a runner at first, 1 out. 22nd pitch for Mako is going to have to wait. He throws to first. Taveras is back standing. Wouldn't mind seeing Taveras get those wheels in motion. Yeah, Phantom, I thought I'd reported. I might have not said right ab, but yeah, ab discomfort. And again, with Sammy, it's hard to gauge the severity of things because Sammy tends to make things look as bad as they possibly can be, and then we find out it's not so bad, but that doesn't mean it might not still be. And we'll have to wait. I don't know. Swing and a miss. And Ward strikes out on a pitch low and in. We'll have to wait and see what the severity is with Sammy. I'm not going to make any guesses. I'm just going to hope that the early reputation that he's made about getting hurt will result in it being nothing serious. Here's Gunnar now with 2 down after Ward retired, and Gunnar with a swing foul tip, strike 1. So Ward 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts in his last 3 at-bats tonight after a couple of big days at the plate in Boston. Slider misses outside and low. 1-1 on Gunner. 2 down, runner at first. Macco from the belt. The pitch. Swing and a foul. The Orioles' 5 runs came on a 2-run double by Adley, an RBI single by Jeremiah Jackson, pinch hitting for Sammy, and then a 2-run homer by Mayo for those 5 runs in the 6th. Fouled away by Gunner, still a ball and 2 strikes. Taveras was off on that pitch and will go back to first. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch, breaking ball inside. 2-2.
His name's Gunner and he's dating my mom.
The pitch, hit on the ground, foul. Will do it again. Macco about to throw his 30th pitch. Might he be running out of steam here? Might he be prone to leaving one out over the plate and giving Gunner something to crush? That would be ideal. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss on a slider, and Gunner strikes out. Look out, I'm sure he's slamming things on the ground. There goes the helmet. Gunner will slam everything on the ground, and the inning is over. Folks, we have reached the 7th inning stretch here at Rogers Center in Toronto. We're not at home, but we still have some things to do. Folks, it's time to throw some cakes on the griddle.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Folks, I think it's pretty clear to me that if I'm ever going to get subscribers, I have to be live on the air, on camera, moving around so that you can see me. A photo of me apparently doesn't make people want to subscribe because that thing has not moved, folks. I am struggling with the subscribers. I don't know what to do.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
Folks, if you're watching and you're not subscribed, here's the deal. I threw out my back a couple of days ago. I'm in pretty bad shape. I'm trying to manage the pain. I'm sitting in a chair that's got me kind of reclined. I'm in no position to be on camera right now. But I can hold a mic and watch TV and talk. So I'm going to try to call the game. Best I can do is just throw up a photo of me in my place. But don't let that discourage you from subscribing. Normally I'm on the air. And, yeah. Subscribe. We're nearing 5,000 subscribers. I thought we'd be getting there easily before this road trip was over, but we're down to 2 games in a couple of innings now. So I don't know. Brandon Young is out for his 7th inning of work. Okay, let's take a look at that pitch count. It is in the mid-80s. Here we go. First pitch, ground ball right to third base. Throw over to first is low and dug out by Alonso. He saves another error. And it's time to take Mayo out of the game for defensive purposes. Kobe Mayo keeps throwing the ball low. And one of these times, Alonso is not going to be able to bail him out. And that first out is going to do it for Brandon Young. They bring him out for one batter. Young is done on 85 pitches, 6 1/3 innings. He scattered 7 hits without walking anybody. 4 strikeouts, 3 earned runs. That is a quality start for Brandon Young. The Orioles have only lost 1 game this season in which he has started. And we've got a chance to keep that streak or that trend going. Call to the bullpen, folks. It's going to be Grant Wolfram coming in. Folks, bring out the Wolf. 3-run lead, bases empty, 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Young's ERA right now didn't change all that much. Actually went up a little bit at 3.47. Solid for Young. Folks, if you have a phone, you have a lawyer. Science and tech. Game 2 is going to be about 2 o'clock in the morning, my time, folks. That'll be the real test. Hopefully, another 15 to 18 hours of R&R. The back will be even better. But I got to be honest, right now, in the bottom of the 7th, even with a more comfortable setup here, your boy is kind of tired of sitting in this one spot. 20 appearances for Wolfram before tonight with a 3.78 ERA. He's facing the left-handed batter Andres Jimenez, and the first pitch misses up and away for ball 1. Jimenez is 1 for 2 tonight. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 hit on the ground, and Mayo has this one. It's a much shorter throw to first, as his momentum took him pretty close to the pitching mound before throwing to Alonso. So a nice, easy play to get that out. 2 down. I still want to see Blaze in for Mayo for the next, or the last 2 innings on defense. Maybe Mayo's due up again pretty soon. They want to keep him in there one more at bat. Here's Valenzuela. He fouls off the first pitch. Valenzuela with a 2-run homer off of Young. The biggest swing of the night for the Blue Jays. Oh, 0-1 on Valenzuela. Switch hitter now batting right-handed. Swing and a miss. He chased a high fastball. It's 0-2. 1 more strike, and we're through 7 with a 3-run lead. The 0-2. Here it is. That is lined on 1 bounce to Gunnar. He'll straighten up and throw out Valenzuela, and the inning is over. Grant Wolfram gets the final 2 outs of the inning with pretty easy going there. 6 pitches to do it, 5 for strikes. We go to the 8th inning, folks. 2 innings to go. The Orioles lead it 6-3. You like my haircut? Here's a better look at it. There, what do you think? Yeah, that's what the kids do, right? You got to have that hair nice and poofed up. Right? You got to poof it up. You got to have that volume. You got to have that volume in your hair. It reminds me as being a kid in the 80s. I remember, I think I was like in 5th or 6th grade. It must have been like 87. Somewhere around there. 88. And there was like a school, some kind of school function to like dress up for. And I'd never put any kind of hair product in my hair before. It was just always, you know, a combed hair and parted to the right. Nice and boring. But I remember I was in the house alone. That happened a lot. And I went into my mom's like beauty area with all her crap laying out there. And I picked up this giant can of Aquanet. Because I remember seeing her use it on her hair. And I'm like, all right, if I spray some of this, maybe I can spike it a little bit. I can look cool. Folks, don't ever leave a 10-year-old boy alone to try and work on his own hair. Because all that happened was I sprayed too much of that gunk in my hair. It turned my hair into peanut brittle. It was disgusting. Hey, folks. Connor Seabold is on to pitch for Toronto. 15th appearance. He's got a 3.06 ERA. All right, the smaller, less scary version. We're going back. Folks, it's Adley Rutschman. Big night tonight already for Adley. And the first pitch goes to the backstop for ball one. A solo homer, a walk, and a 2-run double tonight for Adley. Man, the infield is playing as deep as you can. Make it 2-0 on Rutschman. Pitch right in there for a strike. Two one. Fouled back. Folks, I'm sorry, but I don't have the event for tomorrow's game up yet. I'm trying to hold out to see if the Blue Jays are going to announce who their starter is going to be, so I can make the appropriate thumbnail, but still don't know. 2-2 pitch. Adley golfs one out towards center. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Rutschman. He can't help but get hits right now. That was a low pitch. He went down like with a 5-iron and just plopped it down between the center fielder and the infield. Another hit for Adley, folks. Rutschman's average now, 269 with a 3-hit night. Here's Alonso, ball one on a pitch low and away. I said Pete was going to hit a home run, I think, in his last, or 2 at-bats ago. I still say he's going to go yard tonight. Come on.
A polar bear stirs.
Probably his last chance to do it. And he got a good pitch to do it there on 1-0, a fastball. Pretty much middle of the plate, but he let it go by. It's a ball and a strike. One takes another strike. And again, pretty hittable, straight fastball. Wasn't on any corner of the zone. And Alonso asks for time. Hey, folks, let's keep those like counts. Those like counts. There's only one. Let's keep that like count going up. 169 currently. We got over 200 people. Let's try to get as close to 200 likes as we can, please. The 1-2 to Alonso. Low and away, 2-2. Tap that thumbs up, please. Bottom of your screen. Oh, wait, I thought I'd switched it back to the other image. Apparently I didn't. There we go. Sorry, folks. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Rutschman at first. The pitch. Up and in. Alonso, he might dunk one. He will dunk one into shallow right center. And Rutschman got a great read. He goes first to third. The Orioles. Runners at the corner and nobody out. Let's go.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
Jeremiah Jackson came into the game and got a pinch hit RBI single. We love that. What we don't love is the reason why he was brought into the game. As Sammy Basayo taken out with an ab issue. And we will wait for further updates on that. Ball 1 to Jeremiah. And the next pitch in the dirt. It's 2-0. Nobody out. 2 men on already. There's a super chat. Annie. Circa 1988, a boy in front of me in Spanish stole my Aquanet from my book bag and sprayed it into my face. Now that's worse than bear mace. That's awful. That Aquanet is disgusting. I'm sure your eyes are probably crusted shut. Sorry about that trauma there, Annie, but thanks for the super chat. 2-1 the count on Jeremiah. Line drive through, a base hit into center field. Rutschman scores. The Orioles are up by 4. It's 7-3. And there's still nobody out in the inning.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic. Break out.
7-3, nobody out, 2 men on. JJ brought into the game, has made an impact. Here comes Mayo, 2-run homer back in the 6th. That was his 8th of the season. He's hitting .205 right now. First pitch to him, breaks outside for ball 1. Folks, get it all on there.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
Spread it out.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
One 1-0 to Kobe. Whoa, look out. It's over his head. Mayo goes down to the ground. The ball goes to the backstop. And both runners are going to move up. On a wild pitch, Mayo just now standing up. 2 runners move up on the wild pitch. And now Mayo with a chance for an RBI without the benefit of a hit. 2-0 the count. Here comes the pitch. A little tapper back toward the mound, and they're going to throw home, and they're going to nail Alonso at the plate. The shortstop charging in from behind the mound on a slow roller beats Alonso to the plate for the first out of the inning. Can't really blame Alonso for breaking there. The infield was playing in, but it was hit pretty slow. And it was a bang-bang out at the plate. One away, first and third. So that'll be a fielder's choice for Mayo. And now the batter, Colton Cowser. Infield still playing in, but it looks like the middle infielders are in a position where they could maybe turn two to end the inning. Corner infielders definitely drawn in. First pitch is ball one to Cowser. 7-3 Orioles. We're in the top of the eighth. Toronto had a 3-1 lead. The Orioles have scored 6 unanswered since. One so far in this inning. Hoping for more. The 1-0 to Cowser. He shows bunt, and that's a ball up and away. It's now 2-0 to the Milkman. Come on, folks. The 2-0. Hit on the ground, and that's through a base hit. Well, that ball was smoked through into right center. It's an RBI single for Gunnar. Jeremiah scores. It's 8-3. That was smoked 111 plus off the bat of Cowser, folks.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride.
Forgive me for making some bad calls tonight, judging the baseball. But with my setup, with my special thrown out back studio setup, it's just my screen for the game is smaller than usual. It's harder to see. Taveras, first pitch is a strike. He's got an RBI chance with that runner at third and only one out. Another one at first base. Here's a little tapper. Should drive in a run. It will. An underhand flip by Seabold to first for out number 2. But that scores run number 9. RBI ground out for Taveras. It is 9-3.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
Okay, here's Holiday. And he takes up and away for ball one. Folks, a 5-run 6th and now a 3-run 8th. This is the 7th batter of the inning. Boston still up in the 9th. They're the only team behind us, so we don't mind if they win, especially if it means the Yankees lose. 1-1 on Holiday. The pitch fouled away. The Orioles with a chance to get to within 2 games of 500. And if we somehow sweep this series, which I'm never going to pressure the team to do, but let's just say they do, we get back home at 500. Ground ball to second, and Holiday will be retired. The inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 3 more runs for Baltimore, and they have a comfortable lead right now late. 9-3 going into the bottom of the 8th. 9 runs on 9 hits, 1 error for Baltimore, 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Blue Jays. Both teams have left just 3 men on base. Folks, you score 9 runs and you only leave 3 on. That's making the most of what you're doing right there. Good stuff from the Orioles. Yes, it took a while for the offense to get going. Did you see Trey Yesavage's stuff? It was pretty filthy. And I was very pleased that Adley was able to give us that 1 run on a ball that barely got out. Initially was not even called a home run. Yeah, Tampa's going to win tonight. So we'll stay, assuming these leads hold up. Yeah, we won't gain any ground on Tampa. But overall, on a night where Boston beats New York and we beat Toronto, that is a damn good night. I will take the Tampa win in exchange for these other results. Worry about them later. Folks, and I'm saying it still, I am not going to take a peek at the wild card race. I don't consider it a race at this stage of the season, and I can't consider anything a race when we're still under 500. But apparently we're probably right on the cusp if we win this game tonight. Now, what is this giveaway? Anime night. We're giving away an anime Oriole bird. All right. I'll still look at the wild card for you, of course. Hey, folks, it's Yenier Cano. Don't you know? 28th appearance of the season. He has been hurt a little bit in the run department lately. The ERA up to 2.70. The whip is still very good. 0.85 there. And a 183 batting average against. First pitch is inside to Springer. Top of the order for Toronto. Springer has had a good night. Couple of base hits, including a double. 1-0 is a sinker for a strike. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. Folks, if the scores around the league stay the way they are, then you will wake up tomorrow morning, open up the newspaper, if you remember what those are, and see the Orioles currently sitting in a playoff spot. What? What? 3-1 on George Springer. Here's a ball hit over towards second base. It's a routine grounder for Holiday. 1 down. 5 more outs to go. Folks, can you imagine? With the way this season has gone, the first third of the season, to wake up tomorrow, still in the opening week of June, and see your team qualified to make October if the season ended today. Are you kidding me? Nathan Lucas takes a pitch outside for ball 1. It's a marathon, folks. 1-0 pitch outside, 2-0. And hopefully a lesson to some people out there that might overreact. to this or that or the other. I'd love to see them overreact about something positive. 2-0 pitch is a strike on the inside edge to Lucas. Cano just kissed that inside edge. Here's one fouled away, and it's now 2-2. Let me get this straight again. So the A's and the Rangers both need to lose tonight? Is that what you said there, Phantom? The A's and Rangers both need to lose? 2-2 pitch. And Lucas gets a piece of a splitter that was headed for the dirt, fouls it off. Cleveland up 2-0 on Texas. Why do you guys have me looking at this scoreboard? Where are the A's? Where'd that pitch miss? We're going to get a challenge here, I think. First challenge of the night. I think the ump called it a ball. I think we want a strike. If it's a strike, it's a strikeout. It is a ball. The Orioles try and fail their first ABS challenge of the night. Still have one left, and we are late in the ball game here. It might be a tie with Texas, and technically they have a tiebreaker. Damn it. Comebacker, but it's off the glove of Cano, but Gunner's backing up, and he'll throw out Lucas. 2 down. That'll be a 1-6-3 putout. Albarnez is shown laughing about something. Folks, we're facing Guerrero the way you want to face him, with nobody on, 2 down, and the bases are in a 6-run lead. That's a nice time to face Guerrero. First pitch strike. Folks, we've got views at 5,700 plus. We got over 200 people here. I really feel like we ought to be able to at least get a few subscribers tonight. I don't know. Fouled away by Guerrero. 0-1 the count. 0-2 the count now, excuse me. We would hold it alone. We would hold it alone. Where is that A's score? I can't find it. Make it 1-2 on Guerrero. Oh, there it is. 5-0 Houston. Oh, that's good. All right. Come on. The 1-2 pitch popped up. Guerrero's going to slam his bat. Are you frustrated, Vlad? Gunner, the guy that normally slams the bat, makes the catch on the infield, and the inning is over. Cano with a good work of the 8th inning. We're going to the 9th inning, folks. The Orioles lead it 9-3. All right, so the closer game is that Ranger Guardian game, right? Cleveland up 2-0 there on the road. Come on, Cleveland. I want to wake up tomorrow so that I can make a community post with a screenshot that shows the Orioles in a playoff spot. How about them apples? Come on. We got the top of the order, by the way, coming up in the 9th inning with a chance to add on to this lead. Ward, Gunner, and Rutschman due up. The Yankees are down to their final out. Uh-oh. Let's check in on the ball game there.
2-2. Hit in the air to right center field and deep. Going back. It is 11-0 Blue Jays. This gotta be one of the most disgusting fucking turn of events I have ever watched. I mean, the New York Yankees as a whole should be fucking ashamed of themselves that they are not only losing, they are taking an absolute thrashing, Diddy style, with no Vaseline whatsoever, no baby oil, nothing. They are getting balls dragged over their fucking foreheads like a group of bitches is what is happening right now for the New York Yankees. One of the nastiest, disgusting displays of baseball I have ever watched. This one is hit in the air to left field. There's 2 outs. Who gives a fuck? 2 away.
Folks, we're in the 9th inning. Taylor Ward leads off.
Taylor?
He's 0 for 4. And first pitch is way outside, ball 1. Rodriguez, the pitcher on for Toronto. A right-hander. And that misses outside, 2-0. Is this Yankiel or Yariel? What's the Y? I can't remember. I think it's a Yankiel or a Yariel. I'm looking it up. It is Yariel. Okay. Yariel Rodriguez. And Ward, I think, just fouled that away. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Come on, Taylor, join the hit parade. Get us to double digits tonight. 2-1 pitch. That one's fisted into right center. That's dropping. That's down for a base hit. And there you go. Taylor Ward does join the hit parade, and the Orioles do reach double-digit hits on the night. A leadoff single. Ward 1 for 5. Here comes Gunnar. He needs a hit. He does have a run tonight, Gunnar, but he needs a hit.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
0 for 3 with a walk. Couple of strikeouts tonight for Gunnar. Up and in for ball 1.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Come on, pour it on, Baltimore. Pour it on. Let's set the tone for the weekend. By the way, Gunner's still sitting on 99 career home runs. There's a base hit in the right field. And look at Ward go first to third. Folks, the Oriole base running lately has been really good. I know, it hasn't been completely mistake-free, but when you compare the way the Orioles are running the bases during this run of good baseball the last couple of weeks versus the first month and a half or so, it's night and day. We're going first to third with ease. We got Adley up. What a night tonight already for him. He is a triple shy of the cycle, and he's also got a walk. Rutschman, base hit in the right center field. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Ward walks home. Gunnar wants to score for his buddy. He does. And Adley has a monster night at the plate. The Orioles lead it 11-3. Folks, there's your all-star catcher.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
That's the 6th career 4-hit game for Adley. What a night. 4 hits, 5 RBI, 3 runs scored so far. He might do it a 4th time. He's out there at second with nobody out. Average now up to 273. And he's got the biggest smile of anybody in the 50,000 people in this building right now. 1-1 on Alonso. Inside, 2-1.
A polar bear stirs.
I didn't think Pete would get one more chance to swing a bat tonight, but here he is. Give me that home run, Pete. 2-1 the count. The pitch. That's high, ball 3. Folks, this Oriole offense is climbing the ranks statistically across the board. Three-one pitch. That is a called strike outside black. Full count. Pete had dropped his bat, thought he had ball 4. Orioles 11. Look at Alvarez with his arm around the shoulder of Kobe Mayo, whispering in his ear like a muse. You'll love to look at this image right here. What a beautiful image. Someone take a screenshot of Albie talking to Mayo with his arm around him right now. That's what I want to see. Is this Oriole team going to figure it out, folks? We just might. Pay off to Alonso. Hit in the air and foul. We'll do it again. Give me a screenshot of Albie and Mayo. They're showing it again. Hurry up and grab it. I can't. Send it to me. Full count on Pete. The pitch. Ball 4. Boy, this Rodriguez guy is stinking up the joint, and the Blue Jays don't want to waste another arm. At this point, it's just maybe give up 2 more runs and then go to a position player for Toronto.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Adley teased for not trying to make it a triple for the cycle. Here's a pop-up by Jeremiah on the infield, just onto the outfield grass behind second. That's the second out of the inning. Or is that the first out of the inning? Is that only the first out? Scoreboard showing 1 down. Okay. Wow. We are blessed. Here's Mayo. 2-run homer tonight. He scored twice. And he takes inside for ball 1. Folks, it's a whole nother trip through the order here for the Orioles.
Let's get it all on there. Just spread it out.
Pitch. That is apparently a foul tip. It's a strike. Folks, believe it or not, this Blue Jay crowd is still making constant noise. 1-1 is swung on and missed. Kobe Mayo. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Rodriguez, and it's off the plate, 2-2. Folks, you better be here for game 2 tomorrow, the way this team's playing. No excuses. Get here and get here with some good vibes, okay? That's a called strike 3, a nice front door slider there by Rodriguez. Second out of the inning, Mayo's down on strikes. Colton Cowser Cowser will get another go. He's 1 for 4. A single his last time up that drove in a run. He hit the crap out of that ball. Up and away. Ball 1 to Cowser. Rodriguez cannot throw a first pitch strike to save his life. The 1-0 to Cowser is called a strike. And Cowser, you gotta wait. The Cowser, did he challenge? He went to go tap, and then he shook his head no. But we're in the 9th, dude, and that would have been a good challenge. Oh well, 1-1 the count. Hey, thanks, Phantom. I appreciate it. Here's a tapper over the mound. Charging is the shortstop. A lob throw. What was that throw? Cowser beats it out easily. Cowser with good speed. You knew the shortstop had to get off a strong throw to beat him. And I don't know what Jimenez, who's won a Gold Glove as a second baseman, but regardless, what is he thinking here? With this little soft lob toss to first, I mean, just put it in your pocket. Strange. Folks, we got the bases loaded, 2 down for Taveras. And first pitch outside, ball 1.
Come on, let's dance.
Bases loaded, 2 down. The pitch is low. It's 2-0 to Taveras. Why is this crowd so damn nonstop excited? 2-0 pitch. Hit on the ground to third softly. Okamoto will throw it wild. He'll throw it wild. Ball gets away. 2 runs will score. It is 13-3 Baltimore. It's a 10-run lead. Bring in a position player to pitch, Toronto. Folks.
It's magic, you know.
And that's it. They take out Rodriguez. Let's see which position player is going to take the baseball. It looks like it's Andres Jimenez. No, wait, here comes somebody from the outfield. Who is this? Somebody's coming in to pitch. Oh, it is an actual pitcher. Or no, that's the backup catcher, isn't it? Tyler Heineman. Backup catcher Tyler Heineman is coming in to pitch, folks. 13-3 Baltimore. Oh, I wish I could be on the screen, folks. I wish I was in good enough shape. Hey, folks, we got a commercial break. What do you say we make one last push and get the likes up to 200? What's not to like? The Orioles are kicking ass. We got 270 people here. Just 12 of you will get us to 200 on that like count. Come on. Thumbs up. You've got time. Tell you what, I'll give you 3 hours of content for free with a broken back. And you give me 2 seconds of your time, hit the thumbs up. Come on, that's a very nice trade. 6 likes away from 200, folks. Come on, have a heart. We're almost there, and I promise I'll shut up about it. 2 away. The power of persuasion. Folks, we're so close. There we are. We done did it. And now we can move on.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Tyler Heineman has pitched 7 times before tonight. He'll face Jackson Holiday. First pitch is lobbed in there, and a line drive caught at second base. One pitch ends the inning. Heineman with a fantastic job. One pitch puts out the Flames and ends the Orioles' night at the plate. All right, they should start Heineman tomorrow. Folks, we're going to the bottom of the ninth. The Orioles lead it by 10, 13-3. All right, so the light count is done. Now, one last ask about those watching right now who are not subscribed to the channel. Folks, upper left-hand corner, that number 4,940. That is our odometer. That's our sub count for the channel. Those are the number of subscribed bird watchers. That number only rolls over every 10 subscribers. So if you subscribe, there's a chance when you do it, you don't see that number change. It only changes every 10. But the fact that it hasn't rolled over once tonight, folks, help be a part of getting us to 4,950. We were on such a good pace to get to 5,000 here by the end of the week, and now we have fallen behind. Yesterday, no game called. That didn't help. But damn, come on, sub it up. It's free. And if for whatever reason you're not fully satisfied with the free content you're getting while subscribed, you can always unsubscribe, and there's no muss and no fuss to doing that either. Folks, I got nothing. Anthony Nunez will pitch here in the ninth. He's been struggling a bit lately. The ERA over 5. So I think his leverage role might have taken a step back, being brought into about as low leverage a situation as you can ask for. 10-run lead in the ninth. Middle of the order due up. Pinango will be the first batter up, and he looks at a strike. Pinango came into the ball game as a pinch hitter in the fourth. He's 0 for 2. And he looks at a sweeper right down the middle for strike 1. Clement and Sanchez will follow. Baltimore 3 outs away from getting to within 2 games of 500 and sole possession of third place. Here's a ground ball past Mayo, who was playing far off the third base bag. He had to head toward that foul line to try to backhand it. Only got a piece of his glove. It's going to be a leadoff single here for the Blue Jays. And here comes Clement. Cleveland still hanging on to a lead. Come on, Guardians. Here's Clement's first pitch. It's letter high for ball 1. I hope to be back on camera for the game tomorrow, folks, but to be honest with you, my back is hurting more now than it did when I sat down 2.5 hours ago, 3 hours ago now. So we'll see. I'm going to say 50-50 on that right now. There's a strike at the bottom of the zone. 2-1 on Clement. That one is in the dirt. Folks, I'm, of course, a day ahead of you right now, and I'm just realizing that today's date has a 6, and the year ends in 6. That's a little creepy to me. 3-1 pitch, popped up. Foul ground, first base side, in the first base coach's box. Alonso with the catch, 1 down. 2 more outs to go. Here is Jesus Sanchez. A double play ball could end it. First pitch is a cutter, top of the zone for a strike. Ah, crap. Texas just took the lead. Womp womp. Nope. Screen isn't frozen. I'm just staying incredibly still. How can the screen be frozen when there's clearly something scrolling along the bottom? 0-2 on Sanchez. Pitch is low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, George, 40 years from now, I'm sure I won't be around for that date. But if somebody's born on that date, stay away from them. This pitch is fouled off. Still at 1-2 on Sanchez. Okay, well, I'm kind of being jokeful back. I don't understand why I can't, be a little, what's the word? God, whatever. Dude, the feeling is mutual. It's 2-2 on Sanchez. I said I was remaining perfectly still. Do you think I was being serious? I'm trying to joke with you. But I'm getting a sheesh as a reaction. Okay. Is it possible to get through one stream without somebody not being fed up with me about something that seems so innocuous and trivial? 2-2 pitch fouled away. We'll do it again. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. One out in the 9th. 2-2 the count on Sanchez. The pitch. Hit in the air. Pretty deep. That ball, though, it will be caught over the shoulder on the edge of the track and straightaway center field. 2 down and 1 more out to go. Okamoto, the batter. And a first pitch strike, folks. The Orioles are about to wrap up Game 1 with a win. And win now 3 out of 4 against division opponents on the road after starting 0-7. Swing and a miss, and the Blue Jays are down to their final strike. And we got the odometer to roll over one time, hun. What is Hank going on about now? Folks, looks like indifference as the runner goes up to second base. Nobody cares. 2 down, 2 strikes on the batter, Okamoto. Thanks to the new subscribers, folks. We're now 50 or less away from 5,000. Swing and a miss on a pitch that was in the dirt 2 feet off the plate. What is he swinging at? Ball game over.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Folks, the Orioles are in the win column with a real statement game here tonight. You want offense? You got offense. Yeah, it took him a few innings. Yesavage was throwing some nasty stuff up there. But once we got to him and got him out of there, it was nothing but hitting the crap out of the baseball all over the place. Adley Rutschman, the main man. Folks, final score, Orioles 13, Blue Jays 3. The Orioles in the win column, 2 games from 500. How do you feel about that?
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
Folks. Look at that. Folks, that's the real me right now. That is my reaction looking at this game, looking at this box score. What? Folks, we have now won 10 out of our last 14 games. 7-3 at home, and now 3-1 to start this road trip. And again, a lot of these games against the division, folks, we needed this to happen at this stage of the season, and it has happened. It has happened. Okay, the Rangers might hang on and win tonight, and no, we may not wake up tomorrow and see our team in that final wild card spot. But, folks, we have made up a lot of ground here and put ourselves back in with the rest of the pack. We just have to keep playing this kind of ball. I'm telling you, I already did the math. If we play... Whoa, look at Melanie's cans tonight. Holy cow, are they out in full bloom? Melanie, you're going to put an eye out with one of those. Melanie talking to Rutschman right now, of course. No wonder they've grown on her. Hey, folks. Oh, we've got a super chat. It says, great game from Chase Crosby. Thank you, Chase. That was a great game. Lots and lots of offense. Brandon Young with another good start. Another win, a quality start. The bullpen did their job. And everybody doing what they're supposed to do. Folks, let's take a closer look at the box score here. Again, I'm not going to be too long with the post game. I do want to, not be sitting in this chair. That's all there is to it. The less time I spend sitting in one place at one time, the better. Man, Melanie's cans are out tonight. Tell you what, folks, suddenly I need a glass of milk. Anybody got some vitamin D? Yes, let's get back into this box score here. 13-3 the final. The Orioles have won their 31st game of the season, 31-33. Young is now 4-1 on the season. Yesavage 2-3. And let's take a look. Your hitters tonight: Ward 1 for 5 with a run scored. Gunnar 1 for 4, scored twice. By the way, Blaze came in to play shortstop, I suppose, in that final inning. Nobody knew. Adley, your player of the game. Come on. 4-hit night, 4 runs scored, 5 runs driven in, a home run ball. He's up to hitting .273. There was also a walk in there. He reached base all 5 times. Adley frickin' Rutschman. Pete Alonso 1 for 4. He scored a run. Sammy was 0 for 2 while I was in there. That's really the only thing about tonight to leave a little bit of a cloud hanging over our heads. We got to figure out what the deal is with Sammy. We don't want him gone for long, if at all. But Jeremiah did relieve him and did a great job in the process, going 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored and 2 driven in. Kobe Mayo hit his 8th home run of the season tonight. A 2-run shot. He also scored twice. Cowser with a 2-hit night. That averaged up over 230 now. Tavares, the only player that played the whole game and didn't get a hit. He went 0 for 4, but he still had an RBI. And Jackson Holiday 1 for 5 with a run scored. Folks, the fact that our number 9 hitter had 5 at-bats, that's a good sign. Young went 6 1/3, got a quality start with the 3 earned runs, 7 hits, no walks for Brandon Young. In fact, the entire Oriole pitching staff tonight did not allow a single walk. That is very, very, very good. It deserves to be talked about. This team is throwing strikes and getting outs. Grant Wolfram got the final 2 outs of the 7th. Yenier Cano with a perfect 8th. And Anthony Nunez give up a hit in the 9th, but otherwise 3 outs without a run scored, picked up a strikeout, and his ERA still over 5, but now 5.10. That will wrap up just about everything here. 5 men left on base, which is a great number for a night where you put up 13 runs. Attendance tonight was 41,800 in Toronto. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 49 minutes. We are now ahead of Toronto, not only in the standings, but head-to-head as well. Remember, Toronto taking the first 2 of that 4-game series in our yard, but we evened up that series. So this 5th game we've played head-to-head puts us ahead in the season series 3-2. So we are truly ahead, not only by a game, but even in a tiebreaker scenario. In 3rd place right now in the division and knocking on the door of one of the wild card spots. But again, get me to 500, and then I'll really start to pay attention to that kind of stuff. But we're getting there, folks. We are getting closer to 500. And look, I'm just going to say this right now. If we go through a period where we lose 3 out of 5 or something, where getting back to 500 takes an extra week because we hit a little bit of a bump, I just ask that you fellow bird watchers out there take a look at the big picture. Take a look at how the team is doing overall. Take a look at a larger sample size. Because, yeah, we might lose 3 out of 5 in a 5-game stretch somewhere in here. But if the overall stretch is winning something like 15 out of 23 or something, then you got to look at that, okay? The Orioles right now are doing the right things to get themselves back to 500 and be a contender in this 2026 season. That's what we're trying to do right now. Set ourselves up. Yeah. Great stuff tonight. Your selfie video camera stopped recording your face. Say what? All right. Oh, you think I'm frozen that way, Jared? No, that's just a stock photo. That is just a stock photo of me, folks. If I want to remove it, all I do is this. Voila. You want it back? There it is. You want it away? There it goes. Okay, everybody? Folks, I'm not running Lucas ranch over here. This is a pretty low-budget operation. It's just a still photo of your boy, BW, okay? All right, look, let me see who is streaming right now. It's time to get out of the chair. I want to thank everybody here in the Charm City chat for hanging out tonight, keeping the chat nice and charming. You guys always do a bang-up job. Thanks for those that became Magic members tonight. We had quite a few of those. We also had some super chats as well. We got the subscriber count to roll over finally. We got to get it going though. Come on. If we average 25 over the next 2 games, we get there. That's asking a lot. But it's happened. We can do it. All right, let's see who might be streaming right now. And I'll send you over in their direction. And it's time for another morphine pill to get me through the rest of the day. Hey, it looks like Rising Rhino is back at it doing some Canadian football. Folks, I think this is like the opening weekend for Canadian football. This isn't the UFL. This is proper Canadian football. We're talking Winnipeg Blue Bombers or Blue Ballers, however the hell you say it. Versus the Calgary Stampeders. Folks, I don't want my team to be known for trampling on things. That's harsh. Folks, Stampeders and Blue Bombers are going at it on Rhino's channel, and I'll send you that way. Next game tomorrow afternoon, folks, 3 o'clock. Be here. 2:50 when the stream starts. But be here by 3, and you'll be in time for first pitch. Again, the Orioles are playing like you want them to be playing right now. No excuses. Get your butts on over here for this game tomorrow. A chance for the Orioles to clinch another road series win against a division opponent. And if we don't, we'll have Sunday to still get it done. All right, folks, that's going to do it for your boy, the Birdwatcher. I'll continue to wait for my back to heal and be back on camera for more tomfoolery and shenanigans. Until then, thank you for tolerating this audio-only version of the channel, and we'll be back at it tomorrow. Until then, this has been the Birdwatcher, folks, and I will chirp at you later. Final score, Orioles 13, Blue Jays 3. See you later.